Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Nokwanda Makhanya here. I remember that I did a video. I think it's been a while. I think it was probably 2 years ago. I did a video where I was explaining to you guys how I got engaged for the first time, and that video is entitled My First Engagement. So today I'm going to talk to you about my second engagement. Excuse this white thing over here, my camera has a problem. The screen protector cracked right at the camera, so that's why it's got this foggy thing. But I should get the screen protector fixed hopefully this weekend or next weekend, and it should be fine. It's just the screen protector, it's not the phone. So I was engaged for the first time when I was 22 in 2020. When was it? 2011. Yeah, when I did my first year at university, Tshwane University of Technology. I was 22 years old. Yeah, and then the second engagement was the following year, when I was 23. I wasn't 22. It was in 2012. I was 23. That's the first engagement. And then the second engagement, I was 24 the following year, by a different person. So I broke up with my first fiance, and if you want to know how we broke up or why we broke up, please go check the other video up. I'll go put it in the description box, and I'll also put it in the cards so you can see. And then my second engagement was a different guy, and this time around I was really in love with this guy. I was in love with this guy, and I've never experienced I've never experienced love like that guy. I think there's only 2 people in my whole life that have showed me genuine love. And the first guy, I was in what they call in South Africa in matric. I was in form 5 in Swaziland. That was the first relationship where I got genuine love. That guy really loved me. And in the second relationship where I got genuine love, I was doing my second year, going for 3rd year in university. That guy really loved me. To this day, I still say that guy truly loved me more than anything, more than anyone. It's very unfortunate that it didn't work out. So we got into a relationship. We met at university. He was in Tshwane University of Technology in Nelspruit. I was in the same campus. Different residences, because Tshwane University of Technology, if you all know, at that time it had 2 residences. I'm not sure about now, because this is 2026. It's how many years later, you know? So it had 2 residences. He resided in the older residence, I resided in the new residence, and we would see each other every day. I remember at some point we had said to each other that since we're going to write exams towards, October, November, towards the end of the year, we told each other that we wouldn't see each other until we finished the exams, and that would be 2 weeks. But we ended up seeing each other every day. Like he was just he was, I almost said the one, but yeah, he to this day I still say, even if I was in a relationship now, I'd still say he was the best. By far, he was the best. That guy really loved me. I loved him. It was great. So the reason why we broke up, okay, let me talk about the engagement first. So we went to Nando's, and remember, we are both unemployed because we're students, right? So he got a little money, and he wanted to spoil me. We went to Nando's in Nelspruit. We would walk to town, walk together, just enjoy each other's company, sit in the house the whole day, just enjoy each other's company. He was great. There's so many things that I can say about that guy that he did, which don't involve money. I'm even getting emotional talking about it, because there's so many things that he did that showed me that he really did love me. And to this day, I know that he made that one mistake, but if it was today, I would have forgiven him. I would have forgiven him because things are different now. But it's very unfortunate that at that time I was just too stubborn to understand. So we went to Nando's that day. Don't remember if it was a Friday or Saturday. I don't remember. And we had a meal. And then the first thing that happened was we would talk about, rings and things like that. And I would tell him the specific ring that I liked. I wanted it to have gold, and I wanted it to have silver for some reason, and I wanted it to have a diamond. So we went to a shop and we just looked at rings. We were taking a walk and we went to a shop. We looked at rings, and I saw a ring that I liked, and I showed him the ring that I liked. We weren't even planning to, get married or get engaged. But, it was just a conversation between two people who are in a relationship, because we would talk about everything. We would talk about literally everything. We would talk about my period. We would talk about home. We would talk about school. We would talk about church. We even went to church together it was amazing. It was amazing. Imagine going to church with your partner every Sunday. That guy was amazing. Anyway, we're the same age, by the way. We're the same age. So he was born in July. I was born in February. So I was only a few months older than him, but we were the same age. So what happened was we had a meal. Okay, we didn't buy the ring at that time, right? Because we were not planning to buy a ring. And then he decided to go back to the shop and buy the ring on his own. But unfortunately for him, when he went to the shop, the ring that I had chosen was already sold. So he then opted for another ring. He got the ring and we went to Nando's and we had a meal. While we were waiting for the food, he proposed. He got down on one knee and he proposed. I think there were about 6 people in the shop, and they're staring at us and looking at us and smiling and things like that. So yeah, he got on one knee, he proposed. I said yes, and yeah, I was very shy at that time, but I was very happy because for me it was a big deal, because this was a man that I truly loved, and I knew he loved me. I still know that he loves me. He loved me at that time, to this day. He's married now, by the way. So my colleague is coming. He's going to his car. Let me just hide in case he shows. So what happened was, after he proposed, we had the meal, we went to the house. It was great. We had a great time. I always enjoyed his company, never complained about anything. And then a couple of months later, because I think we were engaged for like 9 months or something like that, so I found out that he had a child that he didn't tell me about. So when I asked him about that child, the child at that time was 3 years old, turning 4. And I was really upset about that, because we had been together for almost a year and he had a child that he didn't tell me about. So I was really upset about that. And then, he tried, he apologized, he would call me, I would ignore his calls, I blocked his numbers, he called me using different, I remember at some points I got, because I was ignoring his calls so much, I got about 64 missed calls, literally. I was cleaning the house in my flat, and then I checked my phone and I found 64 missed calls, and I was like, this guy is crazy, because I knew that he was crazy about me. So he wanted to talk, and I was just like, no. But anyway, so yeah, I broke up with him because I was just upset. I mean, we were in a relationship and he didn't tell me that he had a child. He literally didn't tell me that he had a child. I saw pictures of a child that looks like him, and I asked him about it, and then he lied, and then later on I found out that his daughter, she was 3 years old turning 4, which means she was there before I was even there. You know what I mean? So why would you not tell me about something like that? So I got really upset about that, and I broke up with him. And yeah, that was the situation. So being in the same campus as him was really difficult, because now you have to see this person almost every day, and you've broken up with this person. You know how relationships are. But I'm trying to hide these people behind me. There's people in the car. But at the same time, life had to go on. I wrote my exams, finished my exams, and I came back home. And then later on, I think I got a job in South Africa, and I started working there. And he came and he saw me, because he knew my number. He never deleted my number, and I knew his number. I deleted it, but I still knew it. So he came to my workplace and we started talking, and we couldn't have a relationship at the time because it would be long distance. He was in Ermelo and I was in Bad Plus. And then later on, he got married and had children, more children. And yeah, there was no chance of us getting back together. But yeah, that is the reason why I broke off my second engagement. Were we going to get married? We were probably going to get married, because he is married now, meaning he is a family man. He is a commitment kind of guy. But at that time, I just felt like, if you're going to hide a whole child from me, what else are you going to hide? But it was a good relationship. He was a good guy. We went to church together. We prayed together. We did everything together. And he knew everything about me, and I knew stuff about him and his family. And it was an amazing time. Like, I still to this day say that I've never experienced love the way that I experienced love with him, because he was just a good guy. And this is even before money. It's even before anything else. Social media, I didn't even have social media at that time. He didn't have social media. We just had WhatsApp. So there was no outside influence like now, 2026, where everything is just you give me intimacy, I give you money, or things like that. It's just about what you can do for me. Back then, it was just me, a student. I'm young. I just want to get this degree. He also wants to get this degree. We are just living life, a very simple life, and we're doing everything together, and it's amazing. So that's why I say that he genuinely loved me, because now it's all about, what can you do for me? What can I do for you? Or what can you get from me? It's very different from back then. Back then, it was just, we're both students. We don't have money. There's nobody who's going to expect anything from anyone. If I do something for you, it's because I can, and it's because I want to, not because I want something from you. So it was a very unfortunate situation, but life had to continue. And yeah, I think, oh, by the way, did I mention that the ring that he bought I did not like? But I couldn't tell him that I didn't like the ring, because I didn't want to disappoint him. For me, it was the thought that counted. He wanted to marry me, and that was the most important thing. And he wanted to get me a ring because he felt I deserved a ring. So I wore that ring every day. My family didn't know about the engagement, because to me at that time, we were not going to get married anytime soon. Like I said, we were both still students. We were doing our second year, going for third year university. And so there was no way we could get married at that time. We would only get married after school. So I didn't tell anyone from my family. I didn't show anyone the ring. It's only the people on campus who knew that we were engaged, because they knew that, okay, we're in a relationship now, I'm wearing a ring. And I would wear the ring every day, proudly, every day. Like every day, like he was my husband in my mind. And what else did I want to mention? Whenever I would be upset with him, because obviously as a couple we do have, not fights, but like misunderstandings. So whenever I was upset with him, I just felt like the ring was too tight. I would take it off when I was upset with him, and then put it back on when I was, fine. But anyway, I did love the guy, and he loved me, and unfortunately it didn't work. It just didn't work. But we still talk to this day. We still talk. even though obviously we're not going to get into a relationship, number one, because we are totally different from what we were before. He at that time did not drink alcohol. When we were in a relationship, we both did not drink alcohol. He's a different person now. I still don't drink alcohol, but he's a different person. I'm not going to dwell much on that. But he's a different person. He doesn't go to church as much as he did before. He probably doesn't go to church at all. He's got 4 children now. He's married, still lives in Nelspruit. And, you know, life is just different. I'm in Swaziland. I don't have children. I don't drink alcohol. I go to church, not every Sunday, but sometimes. So we're just different. And yeah, like I said, the main reason was, number one, we're totally different, and number two, he's married. So yeah, but we'll still talk. Hi, how are you? Just checking on you. Fine. That's it. Not every day, not every week, not every month, but you know, he has my number saved. I have his number saved, but nothing could ever happen. Like, even if we were to be in the same room, nothing would happen, because I'm not in love with him anymore, and he's not in love with me anymore. It's just in the past. So that's how my second engagement broke off, and that was the end of the relationship. So if you want to stay, if you want to hear more about or know about me and some of the things that I've been through, you can comment down below, or you can follow me on Instagram, because I do post sometimes on my Instagram, and that's where you can get, you know, to know me a little better. I don't share a lot of my private life on Instagram, but you can get a glimpse of what's happening in my life. Thank you guys for watching, and if you can, please subscribe to the channel and go follow me on Instagram, Nokwanda Makhanya, aka Charity Caramel.